A coach draws a player's attention to a recent trend in his numbers.
Well, you can bet he'd like to make a little more contact going forward. It's been a lot of strikeouts recently for him. He needs to rediscover his stroke at the plate.
Now on your home for minor league baseball, MLB The Show has coverage from the AAA West. Tonight we wrap up this three-game series between the Oklahoma City Dodgers and the El Paso Chihuahuas. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next.
Chihuahua.
Reggie Lawson, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, it's hard to have all four of your pitches on, but I think if this guy can have 2 or 3 of his 4 pitches and have command of them, he's going to...
Now at the plate here is C.J. Abrams. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Guys, you take a look at our visiting club as they enter play here this evening. They enter this one off a loss after winning 5 of 7 prior to that.
Matty, this team is oozing confidence right now. They were playing well coming into this game. And what do? Right out of the chute, top of the first, throw a 3 spot up on the board. They got the opposition on their heels.
And he's keeping it down here, and that's a called strike 2.
Hey, great job by the offense right here to put a number up on the board and allow this young gun to go out on the mound, relax a little bit, and establish that good fastball.
Another 1-2 delivery. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Fielded cleanly, and a good throw gets him 1 gone. Next to stand in is Tucupita Marcano. First chance for him here after appearing as a pinch hitter in the game last night. Now the 0-1. Herman is sort of a curious case as a starter. Usually doesn't walk many guys, but at times he ends up giving up his share of hits. The translation on that is that he throws a lot of strikes, but oftentimes they are hittable strikes.
One of the keys, Matt, you'll have to watch from this guy. At times he kind of tiptoes, he tap dances around the strike zone. He has good stuff, but when he falls behind in the count, he tends to nibble a little bit. And then when he brings the ball into the strike zone, and when he does, he becomes much more predictable. And what happens with that? The hits per 9 innings tend to go up.
Robert Byrne is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. A bouncer up the middle, reined in. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So they go down without a whimper here. 1 inning in the books here. Oklahoma's out in front here, 3-0.
Herman.
And now here is Sean Herman. First pitch on its way. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike.
Oh, man, was that a hack. He's trying to create his own run support with a swing like that.
Lifted the other way down the left field line. O'Grady gets under it and makes the catch to end the inning. So after the 3 spot last time around, he's able to bounce back and hang a 0 here. First pitch of the AB now.
Third baseman
Cody Eves is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0.
Love the early lead, but this game is far from over. Got to stay on top of what you're trying to do out there and execute pitches.
And that's out number 1.
Time for a look at the defensive alignment for the visitors. In the infield, Justin Turner. Versatile, can dabble at short, second, third. I'm sure he could play first base. Also has found a fountain of youth on the offensive side. Crushing balls all over the park.
268 the average for him coming in. 6 home runs and the RBI count at 35. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Sent on the ground out to second. A dive and he knocks it down. And not really much of a chance to recover there as he'll reach first on what undoubtedly will be scored as an infield single. Yusniel Diaz is the next to bat. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. First pitch on its way. O'Grady, base runner at first with 1 out. And now he'll foul this one off as well to fall behind here. No balls and 2 strikes. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. Turner's got it. 1 there. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. We played 2 full. The Dodgers lead it 3-0. All set for the start of the inning, and stepping up as the shortstop, Peter Hamill.
I'm interested to see how focused their ABs will be playing with this lead. I think this needs to be a little bit of a smell blood inning. Keep the fire rolling. I know it's early, but keep the pressure going. Swinging the bat's nice.
0-1 count. Here it comes. Now a flare out to left center. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Man, he's seeing it like a beach ball right now. Even his soft contact is finding holes there.
He's making it.
Now to bat, Jose Azocar. Only 1 hit for him in his last 4 ball games.
The right fielder.
First pitch on the way. And that's waved at and missed for strike 1.
Hey, with this big a lead, you have to just pound the zone and force this team to get aggressive in the box.
The windup and the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now.
The offense better get it going right here because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
In tight there as he's got to turn out of the way of that one.
Man, this at-bat has changed quickly from 0-2 now to 2-2. A good job of plate discipline by this hitter, not chasing those pitches just off the plate.
Here's the 3-2. Lifted in the air out to left. Left fielder giving chase. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. Now into the box, Jason Kruger. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Comes back with a good changeup there, and it's quickly 0-2. Swing and a miss. Looked like the screwball there. 2 gone. Next up is Michel Baez. Now the pitch.
Michel.
Swing and a miss that time. Strike 1. There's a breaking ball, but it's laid off and doesn't find the zone.
That one looked like it could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1, but now this next pitch probably becomes the biggest of the at-bat.
Screwball, but he lays off, and now the count evens at 2-2. Line, but speared on a hop. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is retired.
Herman.
New inning set to get underway, and next to bat will be the switch-hitting pitcher, Herman. And now the first pitch. Looks like he swung it underwater that time for strike 2.
Hey, watch out. This hitter's got one thing on his mind.
Line drive snagged on a short hop. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And next will be the speed threat, C.J. Abrams. Just gets a piece of it. Strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control. 0-2.
Hey, this guy hasn't reached the big leagues yet, but he's coming. You're going to know his name at some point. He just got a few more developmental things to work on.
So he notched the backwards K on that one. C.J. Abrams is sent packing to begin the bottom of the inning. Grounded back up the middle. And that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit.
Boy, Dero, it's about time they got something brewing here. First pitch single, and maybe now they can start to get some traffic on the bases.
Yeah, absolutely, Dan. Ambush tactics, not always the play. You want to drive that pitch count up.
Well, the side is retired as they make the play. 1 hit's all they get. We played 4 full. Dodgers lead this one 7-0. Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and that'll give way to the 3rd baseman, Cody Eves. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike.
This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but he's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
Scooped up. Here comes another 0-2. And it's fouled away.
Here we go, guys. Let's go.
Did well just to make contact there as he spoils off a good changeup. Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And this is lined into left field, and the leadoff man will reach. It's a base hit.
Boy, that was a strange AB right there, Dero. 7-pitch, 0-2 at bat. Gets the first 2 strikes, then on the 7th pitch, disaster for the pitcher.
Yeah, you'll see that happen about 5 to 10 times all year. You're in straight survival mode, fouling off everything, and found a hole.
Behind 0-2 now. Way outside. 1-2.
Going out now.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
This is the kind of pitching that's frustrating for me to watch. He had him down 0-2, then he started getting cute, and now the count is full at 3-2. It happens, but I'd rather see him attack the hitter and force contact if you can't get him to chase after a pitch or two.
And that finds its way through for a base hit.
Hey, I like this right here. Offense putting a little bit of pressure right here on the defense. This game is not over yet. And if somebody can catch a gap or maybe hit one out, we got a chance to get back in this ball game. We might have something here.
Flew out in his only at-bat so far. Hit back toward the mound. Oh, a diving effort as it's off his glove. And they'll be left with no play as that's going to load the bases now on what should be ruled an infield single. Into the box, Jason Kruger. He hits it hard on the ground to the left. In to score is the runner from third. It's now an 8-1 game.
That's just your classic Ribby knock right there, Dan. He's able to turn on the pitch he wanted right there and drive it into the outfield.
Good job getting the barrel of the ball right there, able to get that one through and picks up an RBI. Hard hit and a well-deserved run batted in.
The numbers, 282 to start play, 5 homers, and 36 RBIs. A ball and a strike now. And the low 80s slider is in there, and he's in control 1-2.
Well, that's just a nice executed pitch right there. To have the confidence to go in, pound it inside. If he's got that, this team's in trouble.
And a strike 3 called. My gracious, what a pitch with the bases loaded, and there are 2 away now. C.J. Abrams is in for the third time as he swings and misses at that one. It's 0-1. And he misses with it 1-1. Bases are loaded here, 2 down. Breaking ball called just a bit low.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
He's got it. And he'll go the short way to retire the side. So it's 1 run on 4 hits here. No errors. And 3 men left on. Next up, Sean Herman getting to hit for himself here, largely due to the big cushion he's got to work with. Now the pitch.
I know this guy hasn't turned out the way everyone expected, but he's still young. I don't think you can give up on a guy that has a tool set like this.
Comes set and the 0-1. And this one will be foul back in among the fans. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And this is swung out and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 6th inning. Didn't look to me like that was much of. So now to the plate, Tucupita Marcano. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Robert Byrne is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1. Hit back toward the mound. Speared on the dive. The throw to first. Got him.
I know he's showing off his range, but a great play right there. But I don't think that play gets enough love for how difficult it is. When it leaves the dirt, it has a chance to do a lot of different things once it gets to the grass. He stayed with it and made a great play. You could tell by the hitter's balance after that swing that he's seeing the ball really good. His timing is right there, and I expect him to catch something clean.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. He's under it, and that ends the inning. Nothing across here this half. We're through 6 full. Oklahoma's out in front here.
Ball 4, take your base. Ball 4, take your base.
Now at the plate, Brian O'Grady. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. And that's in there for strike 1.
Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, you need to take a strike in this spot. Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
Long run for the center fielder. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. First delivery to him.
Now batting.
Yusniel Diaz stands in as he swings and misses for strike one.
Diaz.
Something that stood out to me in this game is the lineup's lack of a solid plan at the plate. Seems like way too many guys are chasing pitches out of the zone and trying to hit pitchers like that one down and away. There's no success in that.
Now
Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Hit on the ground out to short, right to him. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. This one pretty well in the bag. Johnny Parsons is going to be asked to get things going here as a lead off the top of the 8th.
Well, that wasn't exactly a nail-biter, but it's always nice when you can get an offensive explosion like that and save your closer for another day. A comfortable victory.
11-1 at the end of this one. The Dodgers jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Herman earns win number 15 on the year. Reggie Lawson allowed 7 earned runs to cross the plate in the losing effort. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show. MLB The Show's coverage of the minor leagues continues as we make a stop in the 10-team AAA West. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game series between the Oklahoma City Dodgers and the Round Rock Express. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Sam Gaviglio will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, this guy's had a really solid season, and what shows me that more than anything, solid 3-1 strikeout.
Stepping up is Bubba Thompson. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Express, the center fielder, Bubba.
And now a pitch on the way.
outside. That's the ball.
And guys, you take a look at our visitors here with the early lead tonight as we play the bottom of the first. Despite the loss last time out, they'd won 4 in a row, so they'd been on a nice little roll here.
Yeah, Matty. Dan, this team is playing well. They're getting closer in the division race. I guess my question to you, I want to ask you, did you find that you started to really pitch better as the summer months started to get hotter?
No doubt about it. Not only does his team start feeling better, but I think you get a good vibe starting to go throughout the clubhouse. You realize that the schedule is starting to wind itself down. Every game is more important. The bigger the game, hopefully the better you play. And this team's been playing some really good baseball lately.
Rangel Ravelo is at the plate now, and he's quickly behind 0-1.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. Ton of rotation on that ball. You could almost see the red dot from up here. Nasty depth.
High and deep down the left field line. The 0-2 once more.
Looked to be a pitch that caught a lot of the plate right there, so that might be a little indication of the strike zone we can expect the rest of the way.
Pops this one up, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. And he chased it in the dirt. He makes the throw to first, 2 down. Now it'll be Rick Thomas, first at bat for him in this one. He was 1 for 4 with a double in the ball game last night. Rolled slowly down the first baseline, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Swing and a miss as he pulls the top hand over. It's 0-2.
You could tell by the hitter's balance after that swing that he's seeing the ball really good. His timing is right there, and I expect him to catch something clean.
Avens able to track it down for the 3rd out. And stepping in, Josh Young. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers.
Love the early lead, but this game is far from over. Got to stay on top of what you're trying to do out there and execute pitches.
The 1-1. And here's a ball hit in the air. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. Sliced hard on the ground, and that is through into right field for a single. To the plate now, Jason Martin, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He'll enter play with that batting average still shy of the 220 mark. 9 homers and 44 RBIs. To second for 1. Stepping in next, Vince Fernandez, as he'll swing and miss at a first pitch slider at strike 1. Martin leads off first with 1 away. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you can tell these things and exploit them.
Behind 0-2 now. Bounce towards the second baseman. Throw to first with time to spare, and the side is retired. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. At the plate now is Jack Conley as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Swing and a miss, but he's right on here. 1 strike.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence. He's got great body language on the mound. He's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. The next 0-2 swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
One of the toughest pitches to hit, the straight changeup, right? El Cambio. Hadn't seen it in that entire at bat. And what happens? Gets the string pulled on him right there. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
Rob Price is in with one away now as he swings and misses here at strike one.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
Into the box now, Bubba Thompson.
Now batting.
As he'll take a changeup here for strike one. Trying to avoid becoming the 3rd strikeout victim of the inning here. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
Hey, down in the count 0-2, I'd like to see a little choke and poke right here. Maybe work it.
We'll have to press pause as that strike 3 to retire the side. Nothing across here this half of the inning. On now to the top of inning number 4. The Dodgers lead it 3-0. So stepping in is Rangel Ravelo. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Hey, Matty, they need to get some offense going in this one. Getting a run back in this inning, give them a little bit of confidence that they can keep up in this game.
First pitch is a slider down low. It's 1-0. That evens it up 1-1. And now a pitch on the way. Below the zone, a swing and a miss. And he struck him out. 2nd time tonight now that he's been set down on strikes.
Made pretty quick work of him right there, setting him down on only 4 pitches. And what I liked about all of those pitches, they were down around the knees or lower. Pretty hard to do any kind of damage when pitches are located in that spot.
Stepping in now, Rick Thomas. As the changeup to him drops in there for the 1st strike. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. That's strike 2 on a well-placed changeup around the knees.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on. And if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
So he gets the swinging strikeout on the changeup. Rick Thomas becomes out number 2 this inning. The batter will be Josh Young. As he takes a called strike at the knees, it's 0-1. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Hit hard on the ground to second. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single. In now, Jason Martin. And he puts it on the ground to second. Reined in. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. Dodgers out in front, 3-0. And now Vince Fernandez. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Into center field, line drive, base hit.
All right, let's see if that leadoff single gets them going right now. They've taken it on the chin for most of this game, being a little passive at the plate in their approach. Let's see if that starts them off and they start to go more ambush tactics.
He's 0 for 1 thus far. And he takes something off there and had him way out in front for strike 2. Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2.
He's got a good feel for his off-speed pitches 2nd time through the order, and we just saw 3 in a row.
The next 0-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? And what's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
Standing in now, Jack Conley, as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. Barely able to make contact, down 0-2 now. Fernandez, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far. That's back-to-back strikeouts now, as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out of the stretch right now, Matt. He's taking control of this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
At the plate, Rob Price. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
Can't waste getting the lead off.
We'll leave it right there as he strikes out, and that ends the inning. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. Dodgers lead this one 5-0. So now into the box is Bubba Thompson, and through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game, but this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
Pitch on the way. Hit back up the middle, scooped up. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
That's just an outstanding play right there. He had to be perfect to make that play up the middle, especially going to his left. The exchange is even more difficult. What a play.
Rangel Ravelo is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
Man, this guy's really pitched well so far, attacking the strike zone, and he's really kept these hitters off balance.
And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
Well, it's been a rough series for him at the plate so far. That's 4 strikeouts in the first 2 games, so this pitching staff clearly has him figured out.
To the plate now, Rick Thomas, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2.
Hey, this is an amazing inning right here.
A swing and a miss that retires the side, and that will do it. So they breeze through this half of the inning. 7th inning coming up. The Dodgers lead it 5-0. Last half of the 7th here, and that'll give way to the 3rd baseman, Josh Young.
Third baseman.
Too high, 1-0.
Count 1-0.
Young.
A ball and a strike.
1-1.
He's having a great day at the dish. His timing is spot on. This pitching staff's going to have to find a different way of attacking him.
Throw to first is in time for the first out. So the next to bat will be Jason Martin. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. And the first pitch here is below the knees, but he gets him to chase it, and it's 0-1.
In today's game, with velocity and exploding breaking stuff, you have to find a way to control the strike zone as a unit. They haven't been able to do that today, swinging at way too many pitches outside the zone.
Got him. As he just continues to mow down these hitters. 13 strikeouts now.
When you're down here in the minors, it's all about honing your skills and getting someone to notice you. Well, I've been noticing this guy on the mound all game long, so I have to think this outing will go a long ways towards getting him some good recognition.
At the plate now, Vince Fernandez. No balls and a strike to count.
Fernandez.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2.
So far, this has been a terrific outing for this guy. Throwing well, keeping his pitches to a minimum.
We'll have to press pause as that strike 3 to retire the side. This one pretty well in the bag. 8th inning coming up. Oklahoma's out in front here, 6-0. First pitch on the way.
The right fielder.
Hit sharply on the ground. And a base hit, so he goes after the first pitch he sees, and he's on to open up the inning.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
1 ball, 1 strike, the count. Garcia aboard here at first with nobody out. Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and 2 strikes here.
He's gone to the well with that pitch 3 times in a row. I'm interested to see if he changes it up right here.
So it's a backwards K on the changeup that time. Jack Conley becomes the first out in the bottom of the 8th inning.
Right.
Stepping in now, Rob Price, as the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. Swung on and missed. 1-1.
Hey, you know the pitcher right now, he's looking for that best friend, that double play ball. This is where you have to really be disciplined at the plate and make sure that you get a pitch.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. No runs on a hit, no errors, and no one left. We've played 8 full. Dodgers lead this one 6-0. Carlos Navas, a 6'1" right-hander, will be the one to get the call from the bullpen here.
Hey, it's hard to win games at any point, but to win games on the road, especially in this ballpark, so they are very happy with this win.
A 6-0 shutout to finish off tonight's game. The Dodgers jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Herman records win number 16 on the season with 15 strikeouts. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Dan Plezak and Mark DeRosa, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB The Show. For more, follow us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
We've got Jenny Finch with us today, and Jenny, we've talked before about this guy being a two-way player and what that means. What are some of the challenges that come along with being a two-way player that only two-way players experience?
Well, you got to go above and beyond. And, you know, players dedicate their time, but when you're a two-way player, you got to come out early. You have to stay late. You have to figure out a way to get your bullpens in and to get the ground ball work that you need in and offensively, right? And so it's a lot on your plate, but you've been juggling it your entire life. And you love every aspect of the game, and you want to be able to contribute to your team offensively, defensively, and on the mound. And it's a sacrifice, and not that many people have been able to achieve it. But when you do it, I love seeing that all-around athlete, that all-around player that's in it in every aspect of the game.
Welcome to MLB The Show, and this present. Colin Wiles gets the assignment for the rubber match in this series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, this guy's had a real solid season up to this point. ERA under 3.5, which is saying something in these high-scoring games we see now in the game of baseball. This guy knows how to pitch, and if he's on, he knows how to minimize the damage. He'll be fun to watch in this one.
Set to get his evening at the plate started, Sean Herman trying to get it going at the plate. It's been tough sledding for him so far this year. First pitch on its way. Into center field, line drive, base hit.
Hey guys, I think the pitcher was just trying to steal a strike right there. I do not think he expected to get ambushed on an 0-0 get me over breaking ball, but that's exactly what happened.
So next to bat will be Carlos Sepulveda. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate.
Yeah, give me a repeat performance of that last double. With a man on first right now, let him run, get you a ribby.
The 1-1. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. To second for one, but he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the one out.
Ball four, take the pitch. Hey now.
Next will be the designated hitter, Sean Herman. He collected a base hit his first time up. From the stretch, sacrifice attempt here. Throw is too late, so the sacrifice attempt turns into a base hit. Striding in is Carlos Supulvada, trying here to plate the tying run from second. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Martin makes the catch, and now they might be able to double them off at first. And they get the double play.
Doesn't happen often throughout the course of the season.
Next, here is Sean Herman. 2 base hits, both singles to this point.
Come on, right here. One time.
Comes set. Now the pitch. Sacrifice attempt here. Throw on to first, so the sacrifice is successful. Next to dig in, Carlos Sepulveda. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far.
All right, this is your pitch, right here.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. And a high strike there, 0-1.
Hey, this guy's done a better job than expected. He's made some bad pitches in the strike zone, but so far he hasn't gotten hurt by them.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Trevino at third. Leonard on at second with 2 down. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Thompson is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Edwin Yesida enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Leading off for the Express.
First pitch on its way. Pitch popped up. Davidson is under it. He's got it 1 away. An 8-0 shutout this evening. The Express took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that until the very end. Colin Wiles gets to double digits with his 10th win of the year.
With the season approaching its final stretch, a manager calls for heightened focus from his players.
The game's future stars are on display as minor league baseball comes your way on the show. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game. We've got baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. The batter will be C.J. Abrams. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. In there for strike 1, 0-1. Guys, we take a look at the home 9 as they take the field tonight. They did get the win last time out, but it hasn't been the best week for them as they've won just twice in their last 6 tries.
Yeah, Matty, a lot of things trending in the right direction for this team. They won their last game, they scored a bunch of runs, and let's see if they continue that today.
Now here's the first offering. Popped him up. Yurchak over to his right. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. And now in the box, Robert Byrne. And he swings right over the top of this one, 0-1.
That was a great hack right there. Timing was on point. Just sometimes you have bad bat barrel accuracy.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Swing and a miss as the slider sets him down for the final out of the inning. So not much happening here in the top half of the first. So it's on to the bottom of inning number 1, no score. Second inning set to go, and set to go is the third baseman, Cody Eaves. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0.
Boy, that's one of the toughest pitches to lay off. A hard breaking ball at the back foot. Tough take on a terrific pitch.
And he takes a cold strike 1. High pop up. Trevino moving to his left. But it's the pitcher that makes the play. And that's the first out of the inning.
All right, here's how the home side's lining up defensively. And guys, one thing I want you to focus on today when you look at this team on the defensive side of the ball, they're in the top 5 in fielding percentage. They go about their business a certain way. They make all the routine plays, mix in a few flashy ones, and day after day, they give their pitchers the best chance to be successful.
Boy, so far early into this one, this guy's pitching really well, and I'm a big believer in body language. He's getting the ball, he's working really quick, keeping the ball down in the zone, and if you take a look at this guy so far early on, a lot of positive signs. He looks like he brought his good stuff in this one.
Taylor Colway is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike. Hit hard toward the right side. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
Yeah, I think he was sitting on the fastball, so he got the changeup. He was way out in front of it, but he kept his hands back long enough to keep it fit.
We'll have to leave it there as the play is made for the 3rd out. Into the box, Ben Ruda, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one. Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike 1.
The offense better get it going right here because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. Swing and a little blooper to center. Hamill onto the grass. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. Now the pitch. Michel Baez stands in as he can't connect here. 0-1. 3rd inning, no score to this point. Behind 0-2 now. And a minimum effort at bat that time as the pitch is taken for a strike 3 called, and he'll go back to focusing on pitching instead. 2 away now. First offering on its way. Hit on the ground toward the left. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Row, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. So here is Sean Herman. He's set. Here it comes. Way behind that pitch. It's 0-1.
Oh, man, was that a hack. He's trying to create his own run support with a swing like that.
Swung on, but fouled off to the left. The 0-2 home. And not much of an effort there as he'll look at strike 3 called. And on 3 pitches, digging in will be Robert Byrne. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that, Dan?
Oh, you have to love. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once.
And he'll indeed make the play in foul territory for the first out. So next to hit is Cody Eves.
Now batting, third baseman.
And a ball 1-0. Now a swing and a little bouncer softly hit to the right side of the mound. Throw is not going to be in time to get him, and somehow he's going to wind up with an infield single. Next up is Luis Camposano, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. Laid off the bender there, but it's in for a called strike. Got Got him. So he's down on strikes for the second time here tonight.
That's his second strikeout of the game. I wouldn't be surprised if a coach finds him in the dugout and gives him a little talk about shortening up and putting the ball in play. Good things tend to happen when you do that in these kinds of conditions.
Called strike 0-2. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
Wow, really close pitch on 0-2. That just missed, and if he hits that spot right there again, he might get the call next time.
Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Really pulled that one across as the slider misses well inside.
Don't be surprised if he gets another back foot slider right here. Don't think for a second, just because he took the first one, that this pitcher won't come back exactly the same way.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Oh, look at the sliding stop. What an outstanding play to end the inning. So here now's the pitcher, Herman. He went down looking in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in the at-bat.
Throw to first in time, but the safety squeeze there gets him a run.
Wow.
Now to the plate, Tucupita Marcano. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit. Coming down in buckets, cats and dogs. Insert metaphor here, and the forecast is not showing any signs of relief.
Total agreement, Matt. In particular, that pitcher's mound. You know, one of the things you have to really be careful, not just for the position players, but that mound gets awfully slippery and awfully wet when it becomes moist like it is right now. So the umpires are going to have to really pay attention to the conditions on the field.
And now the first pitch. Ben Ruda comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one.
Wow, I can't believe the hitter took that one. The pitcher absolutely got away with a hanger.
Behind 0-2 now. Pulled toward right center field. Right fielder is on the run. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away. Blaine Rankin gets the call as a pinch hitter, and he'll get a chance with 2 out and the bases empty. As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. The numbers coming in, 278 the average, 6 home runs, 39 driven in. Called strike on the outside part of the plate, 0-2.
Hey, offense needs to check it.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. So they go quietly here in this half inning. Last half of the 5th coming up. The Dodgers lead it 5-0.
Leading off for the Chihuahua, the short
First offering.
Abreu.
Lifted the other way to left center. Center fielder on the run. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. Next, it'll be Kyle Saul. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1.
Well, obviously somebody was hooting with the Owls last night. This entire roster, they've showed up for the first game of this road trip and are getting absolutely boat raced.
And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far.
When you're down here in the minors, it's all about honing your skills and getting someone to notice you. Well, I've been noticing this guy on the mound all game long, so I have to think this outing will go a long ways towards getting him some good recognition.
Hey, the guy on the mound is absolutely pounding his zone, and that's why he's been able to stay and pitch deep into this game.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a liner. And that is in there for a 2-out base knock.
Nice job in the box right there. Just a professional, clean AB. Didn't cheat to anything. A lot of guys could have rolled that foul down the line. Not the case right here. Kept his hands back, stayed calm, and delivered a nice base hit.
1-1 the count. And here's a screwball that misses that time. 2 balls and a strike. Soft grounder left side. He's got it. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. 1 hit, 1 left. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Herman. He dropped a sacrifice bunt in his last plate appearance.
And not easy to do in today's game. High velocity, exploding breaking stuff. He executed that sac bunt perfectly.
Big fastball is definitely this guy's MO coming out of the bullpen.
Hit in the air down the left field line. Left fielder is on the move. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now. So now here is Luis Camposano. He'll lead it off here as we begin inning number 7.
Hey, this is where you go up there and you just focus on doing your job. Turn the scoreboard off in your head. I know you're down a lot, but you have to have one quality at bat followed by another quality at bat. Don't give any outs away. No ABs go unnoticed right here.
Taylor Colway is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
All you want is the leadoff man to get on to start a big inning. Maybe get a big rally going to claw your way back into this ball game. Hey, this might be their best opportunity to at least get on the board. They've been struggling offensively, and they find themselves with 2 runners on board. Let's see if they can continue it.
Tucupita Marcano is in for the 3rd time as he swings and misses at that one. It's 0-1. Oh, and a good tight slider there, and he's in command, 0-2. Now a swing, and he pops him up. And I believe, yes, the umpire signaling for the infield fly rule. Stepping in once again is Ben Ruda. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. And he gets ahead 0-1.
Hey, it's nearly impossible to turn 2 with a guy that could run like this. It's even harder when he comes out of the box hitting from the left side. You really need something tailor-made to even have a chance to get him at first.
Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. And this will bang up against the wall. The relay throw, and he'll get in there safely.
This is an easy decision for him to try for 3rd because he has the play right in front of him, so he doesn't have to rely on any of his base coaches. Good decision to keep chugging, and he makes it all the way around safely.
Brian O'Grady comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. And, looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. Hit in the air down the left field line. Catch made in left. Here comes the runner for the plate. And they'll get one back with the sac fly as it's now a 5-3 ball game. First offering. C.J. Abrams is next as he finds himself behind 0-1.
That's a dangerous pitch right there. Down and in slider for a called strike. He misses a little bit out over the...
And we'll just leave it there as they make the play to end the inning. Tonight's final. The Oklahoma City Dodgers took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Herman wins his 17th game of the season. Michel Baez worked only 3 innings in the losing effort. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB.
Cliff, what are some of the factors that can prevent a young player from succeeding or progressing as fast as he wants to?
Well, I think the one thing is you think too much about your success. There's a process involved with this whole, thing we're trying to do every single day called baseball. This process. You can't worry about the results. If you worry about the results, you're going to struggle. I was in AA with Rondell White. Number one, we was going back and forth with number one prospect, number two prospect. He went 10 for 100. To this day, we best friends. He'll say, no, I wasn't trying to get you. But in my mind, I'm like, we're battling. He wants to be number one prospect, but the pressure he put on himself was just so much that every single night was 0 for 3, but 0 for 3 was trying to go for a 3-run home as opposed to putting the ball in play. We learned a lot about ourselves there.
Now on your home for minor league baseball, MLB The Show has coverage from the AAA West. Tonight, a match. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Now at the plate is Jonathan Daza as we run you the numbers to see the splits between July and August. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And now a slider is swung on and missed, and the leadoff man is set down to open up the ball game. Next, it'll be Aaron Schunk. And a called strike down in the zone, 0-1. Fellas, you take a look at our homestanding ball club as they come into this one tonight. They've been playing better than .500 baseball of late, 5-3 in their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty V. Hey, D-Roll, we're looking at a team that's playing some pretty good baseball right now. Through the first 5 games of this homestand, 4-1, and looking for some bigger and better things.
Yeah, we had a chance to sit down before the game after BP with the manager. He was really pleased with the way his team has played in these last 5. Let's see if it continues today.
And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out.
Nice AB right there. A little potential for some 2-out lightning, getting a cleanup hitter to the dish after the first 2 batters of the inning were retired.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. Leading off the inning, it'll be Peyton Engel, and they could use a spark from him here. Out in front of it, strike 1. Herman, he's the kind of pitcher that a lot of pitching coaches and managers really appreciate, and that he rarely issues the free pass. He's a strike thrower.
Yeah, Matty V, and I think every pitching coach and every manager loves to have a guy like this on his staff. He won't beat himself. He'll make you put the ball in play, and he's not afraid to get his defense allowed. He's a pitch-to-contact guy, and that's one of the keys why he's been able to be such a good pitcher at this level.
A bouncer to the left side, fielded cleanly, and there's out number 2. First pitch of the AB on its way. Ryan Vilade is in with 2 away as he takes a ball, 1-0. And that one yanked just foul. And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. Davidson is there, and the side is retired. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. Last half of the second set to go, and that'll bring up the pitcher, Herman.
This is when you got to get selfish. You cannot get complacent or overconfident right here. These days don't happen often. When you got your foot on the accelerator and the entire offense is feeling pretty good, get greedy and keep getting knocks and putting pressure on the defense.
Leading off the inning, it'll be Omar Gomes, and they could use a spark from him here. And they start him out away with a cold strike.
The offense better get it going right here, because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning. First pitch on its way. Peter Lambert is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1.
That was a great hack right there. Timing was on point. Just sometimes you have bad bat barrel accuracy.
And a foul pop behind the plate. Ruiz waits on it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Jonathan Daza, 0 for 1 here in the early going. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. That evens it up, 1-1. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. Davidson is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. Nothing doing here this half. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. All set for the start of the 4th, and that'll give way to the third baseman, Shunk. This is foul right side. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on. And if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Shunk goes down to become the first out here in the 4th. Line towards center field, and that falls in for a solid base hit, his second of the night.
Boy, Dero, it's about time they got something brewing here. First pitch single, and maybe now they can start to get some traffic on the bases.
Yeah, absolutely, Dan. Ambush tactics, not always the play. You want to drive that pitch count up and get into that bullpen, but sometimes desperate times call for desperate measures.
Swing and a miss. Couldn't get extended on the screwball, and it's 1-2. Left side, but well foul. And he struck him out. Second time tonight now that he's been set down on strikes.
Boy, he's got great stuff today, doesn't he? That's 7 punch-outs now here in the middle innings. He's up over 1 an inning up to this point. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can change their plan of attack and start to put the ball in play. But right now, that's just not happening.
Swing, and he pops him up, but this will land untouched. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Swung on and missed. That's strike 2.
The problem for the batter now.
We'll leave it right there as he strikes out, and that ends the inning. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. Digging in, the switch hitter, Herman. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch coming, here it is. And they'll try to stay out of the double play here as he lays this one down. There's one, but they won't get 2 as he beats the relay to first. Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Carlos Supulvada. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. 3-0 pitch. And that misses as well. Ball 4, so it's a 4-pitch walk here. So now time will be called as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here as he'll hope to settle his guy down.
Now batting.
Next to hit, Michael Ciani. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Goes the other way, and this is in the air out to left. Saucedo will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends. Now to the plate. Here is Willie Abreu. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Hit on the ground out to short. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. Digging in next, Ryan Vilade. He popped out in his first trip. Pops this one up. Davidson in foul ground. And no one will get this one. The windup and the 0-1. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
Man, this guy's really pitched well so far, attacking the strike zone, and he's really kept these hitters off balance.
The 0-2 once more. Grounded weakly down the line toward third. And he's safe at first as he beats this one out by about a half a step. So now to the plate, Omar Gomes. No balls and 1 strike. 0-1, here it comes. Comes at him with the slider there, and he gets the strike. And he rings up another one. Make it 9 strikeouts for him in the game.
Well, you can tell by their approach that they're going to go up there and try to be aggressive off this guy, but he's taking full advantage of that.
Well, the first baseman is under it to make the play, and that retires the side.
Ball 4, take your base.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Jonathan Daza. And through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, they're definitely just not having consistent quality ABs. The game plan they had coming in hasn't worked, and I'm interested to see if they're willing to change it up a little bit.
Standing in now, Aaron Schunk, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. On the year, Schunk brings a batting average just a little over the 250 mark. Scooped up, and he'll take this to the bag himself for the first out, but it's a productive one as the runner moves up to third. From the stretch. As he'll send the first one he sees on the ground to second. He's got it, and indeed he'll take only the out at first as the run comes in to score. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Michael Tolia. He'll try and start things over now with the bases empty and 2 away following the RBI ground ball.
Offensive game plan needs to change right here. They need to get a little bit more aggressive. It's too late to try and work counts.
And no trouble for him as he makes the catch to end the inning. 7th inning ready to roll, and next to hit is the catcher, Peyton Engel. And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike 1.
This is why the manager pencils these guys in the middle of the order. Big spot, time for them to get back in this game with a couple quality ABs.
And another foul ball. The next 0-2. Sent on the ground out to second, right to him. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. Next to hit is Willie Abreu. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. 7th inning here in a 5-1 ball game. Pulled toward right center field. Center fielder giving chase. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now. Ready now is Ryan Vilade. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1.
You know, over the course of a full season, you're going to have some clunkers, and this certainly looks like one. By the look on the manager's face, he's going to probably call a meeting after this.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Rincon finds some space out there for the catch to retire the side. Nothing across here this half. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. Dodgers out in front 5-1. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Herman. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned a chance to take this at-bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game.
Stepping up is Omar Gomes. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Nah, they just haven't had much of an answer, Matty. They've been off balance and baffled all game. He's got a nice, comfortable lead. You have to think he's going to pound the strike zone. But here, get aggressive.
Ciani, patrolling center, makes the play, 1 out. Carlos Herrera steps into the on-deck circle now, looking to start something here with 1 gone in the inning. As with 1 away, he can't make contact on the first pitch. It's strike 1. The average coming in at 266. 3 homers and 30 RBIs. And there's a line drive, base hit to left field. So a base hit from the pinch hitter will send them back to the top of the order with 1 away in the inning. At the plate, Jonathan Daza, as he'll swing and pop this one up near second base. And there are 2 away now. Up next, Aaron Schunk. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Here's the first pitch to him. Swing and a liner. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield.
Boy, talk about being a game of inches, D-Roll. That was a bullet just out of the reach of the third baseman.
Yeah, third base is just a reactionary position, kind of a la goalie in hockey.
Well, the side is retired as they make the play. Carlos Navas comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Yeah, that's the way you want to finish a 3-game home series, breaking out the brooms and sweeping the other guys right out of here.
Tonight's game comes to an end, 5-1 the final score. Oklahoma City came out swinging with a huge first inning that really set them up well. Herman records his 18th win of the year as he turns in 8 strong innings of work. Johan Belisario was unable to work out of the 2nd inning as he settled with the loss. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan.
For so many players in high school, maybe even in college, they were the best 2-way talent on their team. They succeeded doing that, and they think, oh, I can carry that forward to the pros. But it can be really different when you get up to this kind of level and deal with that higher degree of talent.
Yeah, you have to understand that the competition is absolutely insane as you start climbing up the ranks through the minor leagues and, of course, in the major leagues. So you will be challenged like you've never been.
MLB The Show's coverage of the minor leagues. Derek Rodriguez, a right-hander from the state of Texas, is the man on the mound here. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, in this day and age where we're all into numbers.
Now at the plate, here is Jonathan Daza.
The center fielder, Jonathan.
From the stretch. Runners on the move for second. Pitch outside. The throw. And no throw, in fact, as he'll just hang on.
Herman.
Set to get his evening at the plate started, Herman trying to get it going at the plate. It's been tough sledding for him so far this year. Squares with 2 outs and gets it down. Over to first, and that retires the side. 1 hit, 1 left. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and now it'll be the catcher, Peyton Engel.
The catcher.
First pitch on the way.
Engel.
Who's first here?
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Avens is there, and he makes the catch for the out. Next to stand in is Carlos Herrera. First delivery to him.
Herrera.
What a well-executed fastball right there, down and away. If you're going to do any damage with that pitch, you have to think up the middle the other way, and you have to be diving and leaning out over that thing.
Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. 0-2 count, and the pitch.
Here we go. Pick it up. Let's go.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Now another 0-2. And oh, that caught him flush as it ricochets toward first. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Batting 7. The right field.
To the plate now, Willie Abreu. Snap throw from the catcher. But he threw it away. Luckily for them, the left fielder retrieves this ball quickly. The 0-1 delivery. Throw is up the line as it gets away. The 1-1. 1 out, nobody on. Good take there to lay off the high fastball. Omar Gomes, the number 8 hitter here, waits on deck. Drilled right back up the middle, and that gets through for a 1-out base hit.
That's the battle, Matty. Working yourself into a 3-run count, having count leverage and getting ahead to a fastball. You don't get too many opportunities throughout the course of a game to have full count leverage, and he took advantage.
Don't want to forget about him. Into the box, Omar Gomes fouled off. He's back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. And now here is Herman. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Zinnigy is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now. Now to bat, Herman. 3rd trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Bases are empty, 1 man out. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at-bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
Justin Yurchak will pinch hit here with 2 outs and the base is empty. First pitch on its way.
Whoa, that's down.
He comes in with that average down. Next up is Scott Burcham. He bounced out last time up.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
Now the 1-0. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 1 away. 2-1.
Boy, this is a dicey situation right here, D, where with the runner in scoring position, the sac fly brings that run in. This is where you're going to really have to try.
The pitch, a fastball off his glove, and it bounds away. And the throw's offline a bit as it gets by him at third. And a disastrous time to uncork a wild pitch as the go-ahead run scores from third. Into his motion, here comes the 3-1. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
That was a great hack right there. Timing was on point. Just sometimes you have bad bat barrel accuracy.
Hit down the third baseline. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game.
Well, that's what's difficult about pitching. You have a guy that's up there.
Now into the box, Willie Abreu. He grounded out last time up. He's running. Pitch outside, the throw. And no throw, in fact, as he'll just hang on.
Well, this one had its moments of drama and excitement. In the end, these guys came away with the victory and look on to the next one.
A 4-1 finish in this evening's game. Albuquerque jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Minor League Baseball is live and on the air on the show tonight. A compelling matchup of division contenders. As the season winds down, a pennant race comes.
Three. Stay down. Out.
Herman.
So now here is Sean Herman looking to put them ahead early with this at-bat. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Squeeze attempt, but it's popped up. Solomon is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble.
Three. Stay down. Keep stay. Three. Stay down.
Batting forward now is the DH, Herman. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole. 0-2 now.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Next up, Herman struck out in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Squares with 2 outs and gets it down. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man. So now to the plate, Herman, as he'll dig into the left-handed batter's box.
Been a struggle for him hitting from this side. And as a switch hitter, you really hope for some more consistency from both sides of the plate. But that just hasn't been the case for him batting lefty against these good right-handers.
Now it'll be Carlos Sepulveda. On the night, he's 2 for 4 with a pair of singles. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. Long run for the right fielder. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the second. And tonight's ends at a 6-2 finish. Oklahoma City took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Miguel Gonzalez earns his 8th victory of the season, turning in 8 1/3 of quality work. Peter Solomon struck out 10 in the losing effort. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB The Show. For more, follow us on Twitter. The game's future stars are on display as. So here is J.J. Matajevic. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The first baseman.
Just gets a piece of it. Strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2. Herman is sort of a curious case as a starter. Usually doesn't walk many guys, but at times he ends up giving up his share of hits. The translation on that is that he throws a lot of strikes, but oftentimes they are hittable strikes.
One of the keys, Matt, you'll have to watch from this guy. At times he kind of tiptoes, he tap dances around the strike zone. He has good stuff, but when he falls behind an account, he tends to nibble a little bit. And then when he brings the ball into the strike zone, and when he does, he becomes much more predictable. And what happens with that? The hits per 9 innings tend to go up.
Howie Maraville is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1.
Hey, great job by the offense right here to put a number up on the board and allow this young gun to go out on the mound, relax a little bit, and establish that good fastball.
Swing and a screamer, but this one's not going to stay fair. Hit hard to short. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. So they're held in check here this half of the. So here's the cleanup hitter, Chad De La Guerra, and his guys have quite a hill to climb. Down 5-zip here in the early going. No balls and a strike to count. The windup and the 0-1. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
That was a great hack right there. Timing was on point. Just sometimes you have bad bat barrel accuracy.
Here's another 0-2. This one's down to third. He's right there. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone. Now at the plate, Ronnie Dawson looking for better results than last night when he went 0 for 4 in that one. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Below the zone, a swing and a miss. 1 out, nobody on. Swung on and missed. 1-2 now. Swing and a miss. Looked like the screwball there. 2 gone. Stepping in next, Corey Lee will try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Reined in. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So they breeze through this half of the inning. We'll go now to the top of the third. Bottom of the third now, and standing in the outfielder, Ross Adolph. First delivery to him. And that's by him. It's 0-1.
Hey, with this big a lead, you have to just pound the zone and force this team to get aggressive in the box.
1-0.
The 1-1 is swung on and missed.
The count is 1 and 2.
Nobody out now. Nobody out.
Swung on in the dirt, strike 3. He'll throw down to first, 1 away. At the plate now is Chas McCormick, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. On to first, and there were 2 down. And stepping in, Jose Siri. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike.
I know that feeling. Played 14 years in the big.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Make it 9 straight here. Bottom of the inning now, and next to bat will be the first baseman, J.J. Matajevic. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1. Herman has compiled more than 180 innings of work, and during that time he's worked to a sub-1 whip, less than 1 base runner allowed per inning.
I mean, that had to feel amazing right there. I know it's only a single, but when you're walking to the plate and you're not even hitting your weight, to see that batting average go up had to put a smile on his face.
Gray Kessinger is the batter now as he looks at a ball 1-0. Matajevic on at first, nobody out. Late swing on the hitter's count. Still a good count for him now, however, at 2-1. This pitch is popped up. Supulvada shading to his right, but it's the pitcher that makes the play. And there's 1 away now. So stepping in is Howie Maraville, grounded out in his last at-bat. Fielded cleanly, 1 there, relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. So no runs on 1 base hit, no errors, and no one left on. And now, Chad De La Guerra. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Matty, I'd like to see them change up their offensive approach a little bit right now. Maybe get a little bit more aggressive in the strike zone. I just feel like this pitcher is settling into a rhythm, and they're going to hand it over to the bullpen eventually, and this game's going to be over.
Now batting, the designated
Ronnie
hitter.
Dawson stands in as he swings and misses for strike 1.
It's no wonder this guy's pitch count is so low. If they keep swinging on the first pitch, he's got a real chance to go deep into this one.
Throw on to first takes care of him. 2 very quick outs to start the home 5th. So now into the box is Corey Lee. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. 1 ball, no strikes the count. To the left side, but it's well foul. Now the 1-1 pitch. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
1 and 2.
Hey, offense needs to check itself right here. They need to make this starter a little bit more uncomfortable. 1 strike away from 5 shutout innings.
And he takes a strike 3 called on the screwball, and that's how the inning will end. So put another 0 on the board as they've been held scoreless through. And now in the box, Ross Adolph. He'll start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
Yeah, I think if I'm the hitting coach right here, Matty, I'm telling the offense to get aggressive. Just seems like we've been going too deep in counts, and this guy has got exploding stuff on the mound. So I would tell him get overly aggressive on a heater in the middle of the plate early.
Chas McCormick stands in as he checks his swing here for strike 1. Adolph gets his lead at first, nobody out. Good movement on the screwball there, but it's 2-1. Fouled away. Here's a high pop-up.
Mine.
Hamill is there, 1 away. So next to bat will be Jose Siri. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Now a chopper to second. This will be a tough turn. And that's the second out. So the next to bat will be J.J. Matajevic. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. No balls and 1 strike. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Hey, make no mistake about it, this lineup's going to have to...
We'll have to press pause as that strike 3 to retire the side. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors. Striding in is Gray Kessinger. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
Avens is there, and he makes the catch for the out. Next to dig in, Howie Maraville. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. And he takes ball 1. Just a tick behind for a strike.
Hey, he's been able to pound that zone all night, working that outer half of the plate. That's why he's having so much success.
And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1 for 3 game so far. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he didn't come out of what he was trying to do all day, Dan. Kept the front shoulder tucked, kept the ice water in his veins, and didn't try and get too big. Extends the hitting streak. Nice job.
You know, D-Row, I talked to him before the game about the streak, and he said the toughest part is he hopes to get hits early in the game to take the pressure off. He had to wait to the 7th inning in this one to come through.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Chad De La Guerra becomes out number 2 this inning. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
So far, this has been...
We'll leave it right there as he strikes out, and that ends the inning. This one pretty well in the bag.
Leading off.
First delivery to him.
The catcher, Corey Lee.
The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
His slider's been impressive all night long. If he can continue spinning it like that, he's going to be just fine.
And he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game.
The right fielder,
First
30,
offering.
Ross.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Rincon, well, range to his left and put it away. 2 down. Next, here is Chas McCormick. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. A ball and no strikes.
I think when a team starts struggling, certainly offensively, it's just guys try and play above their pay grade. Know who the best players are in the lineup and try and get on base to set them up.
Popped him up. Davidson is there for it. And he's got it for the final out of the frame. So they go quietly here in this half inning. Digging in will be Jose Siri. He's going to lead things off in their half of the 9th as they try to avoid the dreaded shutout.
It's never a good feeling to get shut out, and over the course of the season, it's bound to happen a few times. They've just been overmatched by good pitching.
Skied into straightaway right. Irvin is there, and he's got that all-important first out here to start the 9th. So next to hit is J.J. Matajevic. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat. 1 ball, no strikes to count. A ball and a strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Swing and a miss. Couldn't get extended on the screwball, and it's 1-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Sliced hard down the left field line. And that is down, as that could be 2 bases. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
Here's the fourth hit of the game, and it's a good one. Puts a good swing on this thing, and it goes for a double. We'll see if they can build on it here.
Gray Kessinger is in with one away now as he swings and misses here at strike one. Drilled on the ground to short, right to him. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out. Into the box, Howie Maraville. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the ninth as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just had it.
On to first, and that is going to conclude the festivities here tonight.
Well, that wasn't exactly a nail-biter, but it's always nice when you can get an offensive explosion like that and save your closer for another day. A comfortable victory.
15-0 the final in this one. The Oklahoma City Dodgers get their 30th win on the road so far this season. Sean Herman wins his 19th decision of the season. Luis Garcia couldn't get out of the first in this one as he takes the loss. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian.
A cold hitter is offered words of encouragement.
Welcome to MLB The Show and this presentation of minor league baseball. Tonight, Forrest Whitley, a right-hander from the state of Texas, is the man on the mound here. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, you take a look at this guy's ERA. Any ERA under 4 is pretty good in this day and age of baseball when we have all these high-scoring, high-flying.
All set for the start of the inning, and standing in is the DH, Sean Herman. Popped him up. Lee is there. 1 down.
Herman.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Sean Herman, as he'll dig into the left-handed batter's box.
Been a struggle for him hitting from this side. And as a switch hitter, you really hope for some more consistency from both sides of the plate. But that just hasn't been the case for him batting lefty against these good right-handers.
Next, it'll be Carlos Supulvada, a hit in 2 tries so far. And he lays off there 1-0. Stepping in once again is Sean Herman. He'll start things out now in the top half of the 6th. Fastball in there for a called strike.
Here we go, kid. Here we go.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. Didn't look to me like that was much of a... Now to the plate, Herman struck out in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, Matty, big-time K last time up, and it's been a tough series for him so far. You can tell he's just not seeing the ball off this team. Let's see if he can make an adjustment right here.
Comes set with the 0-1. Base hit, line drive into the corner.
Love the ability to push that ball the other way right there. Nice knock to the opposite field. That's a switch hitter's delight, the ability to use all parts.
Now at the plate is Carlos Sepulveda. He's got 2 hits in 4 at-bats. Throw over to first. And he is out on the tag.
Well, these guys feel pretty good about themselves, and they should. Anytime you can come into somebody else's ballpark and sweep a 3-game tilt, you're doing something right. Great team effort.
And this evening's end.
It's easy to forget sometimes how challenging it is for any prospect to make it all the way to the major leagues. Sean Casey is with me today. Case, what are some of the challenges that fans might not understand from the outside?
Well, it's funny. When I talk to players that are just getting into pro ball and haven't played 12 years in the big leagues myself, I always say, how come 90-some% of minor leaguers don't play a day in the big leagues, right? And why is it so hard? And I always say, listen, because the mental grind of playing every night, some guys just can't do it. I think that's the biggest thing from your big league players and your minor league players is the big leaguers learn how to go one pitch at a time, play one day at a time. It's a tough skill. It's a skill you have to learn, but that's the biggest difference of why the guys make it and why the guys...
Now on your home for minor league baseball, MLB The Show. Miguel Gonzalez, a right-hander from the state of... Next, it'll be Herman. He went hitless last night in a game where his guys could push across only 1 score. First pitch on its way. But facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Herman is below the Mendoza line. The batting average under 200, unfortunately.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in a variety of different ways, and he has to because he wouldn't be here otherwise.
And he tries to bunt here with 2 strikes, but he's out.
Ball 4, take the base. Full 4, take the base. Three.
Herman.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Herman. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike. really starting to pour now, and the forecast is not showing any signs of a break in the weather.
You know, one of the big issues is player safety, and right now this field is getting sloppy wet, Matt, and I don't know how much more rain this field can take.
Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes. Next will be the designated hitter, Herman. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Johnny Parsons. He's 0 for 2 with a walk thus far. The 0-1. Now this is hit not all that hard out to second. Scooped up to second for one, but the return throw will be too late and the run is in to score. On to first, but not in time. He beats it out to keep the inning alive. Next to hit, Herman, as the switch hitter will bat right-handed here.
Hey, swinging from the right side against left-handed pitching has been an area of concern for this guy so far this season, and his numbers aren't very pretty in those matchups.
0-1 count, and the pitch. In there at the knees, 0-2 now. Skied into straightaway right. Adolph is there, and quickly 2 are gone here, and it's not looking good for the home 9. And this ball game ends at a 9-4 final score. The Skeeters jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Peter Solomon records the victory, his 13th of the year. Brooks Raley turns in 2 1/3 out of the bullpen to earn the save, his first of the
Late in the season and holding a comfortable division lead, a young team is cautioned not to let up. Minor League Baseball is live and on the air on the show. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Oklahoma City Dodgers and the Albuquerque Isotopes. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way. Now at the plate is Jonathan Daza. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Pitch on the way. Turned on down the line. And this will stay inside the third base bag. A fair ball. He'll get it into second, but he'll be in there with a double.
The fans didn't even get a chance to settle in their seats for the beginning of the inning, and he just blistered that ball down the line on the first pitch he saw. It stayed fair, and he's safely on second with the leadoff double. That's the way you lead off an inning.
Well, you take a look at our visiting club as they take the field tonight. They come off another loss last time out, and in fact, they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, Matty B, we got a couple of teams right now that haven't been playing very good baseball, D-Row. One of these 2 teams needs to get things turned around and start things off on a good note and win the first game of the series.
It just takes one W to put a good taste in your mouth. I'm telling you, I know both teams come in on a losing streak, but someone finds a gap, someone puts their best foot forward and has a nice outing on the mound. This can turn around super quick.
And a wild pitch here as this one's to the backstop. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2.
Definitely a strikeout situation here with the runner on third, so that's smart. Trying to make him chase that slider out of the zone.
Again, a 1-2. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
Well, their chances of pushing across a run took a pretty good hit after that strikeout. It's so much tougher to score a guy from third with 2 outs instead of 1. Basically, you need a hit or you need to get lucky with a wild pitch or a pass ball.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
This is a perfect time for him to break out that nasty changeup. Great arm action on it and bury something in the dirt, try and get a swing and a miss.
And a slider swung on and missed, and the side is retired. We've played an inning, still 0-0.
Herman.
So here now is the pitcher, Sean Herman. Now here's the first offering. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. But this is foul for the first strike. Lifted down the line in left. And this is going to get down. It's a foul ball. Got him swinging, and that's the third out. Pretty painless half of the inning, all told. Last half of the second set to go, and now it'll be the catcher, Peyton Engel. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Hit high in the air down the right field line. And that's in there. Base hit.
Hey, you know what? You could slowly start to see that batter leak out over the plate. That was 3 straight pitches on the outer half, and he was able to dive out there and get an opposite field single. Nice job.
He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 6 home runs and 22 RBIs. Count remains at 0-2. From the stretch. Good slider there, but laid off and called the ball low.
Man, that's one of those. How could you not swing at that one? A good take there on that pitch.
Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
The shortstop.
Carlos Herrera comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. And he fouls this one off. Here's the 1-1. 1-2 now. And this is swung on and missed. His 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning. Now to the plate. Here is Omar Gomes. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Center fielder on the run. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. So no runs on a hit here, no errors. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and next will be the pitcher, Carl Kaufman. Ball 1. Hit on the ground to short. And there's 1 down now. Digging in next, Jonathan Daza. He doubled his last time up. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike.
The offense better get it going right here, because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. And a swing and a miss, and another punch out here, 6 already, and that's out number 2. Next to hit is Aaron Schunk. He went down looking in his last trip to the plate. High in the air out to center field. Parsons is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th, and that'll bring up the outfielder, Brian Saucedo. Ooh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Right fielder is on the run. He's there and records the first out. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Michael Tolia, struck out in his first at-bat. Starts him out with a slider for a strike.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on. And if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
Boy, this guy has really good stuff so far in this one. How about 7 Ks, and we're just in the middle innings of this one. If he continues this up, this could be a real solid performance.
High in the air down the right field line. He's under it, and that ends the inning. Nothing across here this half of the inning. We played 4 full. The Dodgers lead it 1-0. All ready to go in the top of the 5th. And next to bat will be the switch hitting pitcher, Herman. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. And he pumps the fastball by him at 94. It's 0-2. I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Wow, was he behind that fastball. Great job on the mound using the curveball to set up the heater.
And they could go either way now. First pitch of the AB on its way. Willie Abreu will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
You could tell by the hitter's balance after that swing that he's seeing the ball really good. His timing is right there, and I expect him to catch something clean.
And this is taken in for out number 1. Stepping up is Carlos Herrera, struck out in his last trip to the plate. And he lays off a pitch here that he probably shouldn't have. 0-1.
Wow, I can't believe the hitter took that one. The pitcher absolutely got away with a hanger.
Irvin is camped under this one, and that's out number 2. Ready now is Omar Gomes. He flew out in his last AB. First pitch on its way. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Slow roller down the third baseline. Oh, and it sailed right over his head at first. And now, oh, this ball's going to wind up out of play. And a big mistake there. So stepping in is Carl Kaufman. A base knock to the outfield could score the tying run from second. 0-1 the count. High in the air out towards shallow right. And no trouble for him as he makes the catch to end the inning. So it's no runs on no hits.
Leading off for the Isotopes, the center field.
Now the first pitch. Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. Up next, Aaron Schunk flew out last time up.
The third baseman.
And he got him out in front that time. Strike 1.
Offensive game plan needs to change right here. They need to get a little bit more aggressive. It's too late to try and work counts.
And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ball game for him.
When you're down here in the minors, it's all about honing your skills and getting someone to notice you. Well, I've been noticing this guy on the mound all game long, so I have to think this outing will go a long ways towards...
And the center fielder is under it to make the catch, and the inning is over. So they go down without a whimper here. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Herman. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
And he falls behind 0-2. 1 out, nobody on. Lifted the other way down the left field line. Left fielder giving chase. He gets there, and that's the 2nd out. So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Johnny Parsons. Hit on the ground out to short. He's got it. Throw cleanly into first, and that ends the inning. Nothing doing here this half. And now here is Michael Tolia. He'll be the man to lead things off here in the bottom of the 7th. Swing and a miss at a first pitch changeup. 0-1.
This is why the manager pencils these guys in the middle of the order. Big spot. Time for them to get back in this game with a couple quality ABs.
A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his 3rd tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out. A strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
And that gets through for a 1-out base hit. Into the box now, Willie Abreu.
You know, D-Roll, there's been some great pitching in this one so far. After that knock, that's only the 3rd hit of the game, and we're getting late into this one.
Yeah, they always say you got to tip your hat to the opposition sometimes. Well, I think this offense is tired of tipping its hat. They got to start to swing the bats a little bit better. That's their 3rd knock of the game. I know it's late, but maybe they can get something going.
Next to stand in is Carlos Herrera, trying here to plate the tying run from second. No balls and a strike to count. Good breaking ball there, laid off for the 2nd strike.
On 0-2 here, he doesn't have to give in with a great pitch to hit. He's got a base open, so he has to.
And it's the pitcher that makes the play to retire the side. 1 hit, 1 left. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. Oklahoma's out in front here, 1-0. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go. And set to go is the 2nd baseman, Omar Gomes.
Offense just needs to find a way to get that pass the baton mentality. Starts 1 at-bat at a time. I know they need base runners clearly. Maybe if they could get a few guys on the pillow, someone can bop one and get them back in this.
And that's in there as well. 0-2 now. Line drive to center field, and that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning. Todd Zinnigy will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here. First pitch coming, here it is. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Count now, a ball and a strike. A ball and 2 strikes.
That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if he went to that well a 4th time. I'd be looking heated.
Davidson is over, and he's got it for the 1st out of the inning. Now at the plate here is Jonathan Daza. He bounced out last time up. Gets ahead of him here as he got him to swing over the top of this one. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called to strike anyway. 0-2 now. Swing and a flare hit toward right. And he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow. So now to the plate, Aaron Schunk, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. And this is taken for a called strike. Oh, that's a tough call. Now 1-2.
Boy, he's been great in this one. He's only 1 strike away from putting another 0 on the scoreboard.
And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. Carlos Supulvada will try to get his club a little 9th inning insurance.
Yeah, that's what you want to do when you're playing on the road. Take it right to the home squad and get a win. Now the pressure is off. If they get one of the next 2, the series is theirs.
4-0 the score tonight. The Dodgers crossed the plate 3 times in the 8th, helping propel them to the win. Herman gets to that magic number, 20 wins on the season. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to the new website, theshow.com.
They left 15 men on base. For the Isotopes, no runs, 4 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 44 minutes.
The game's future stars are on display as minor league baseball comes your way on the show. Tonight, the rubber match of this 3-game series between the Oklahoma City Dodgers and the Albuquerque Isotopes. Next up is Herman trying to bring in the tying run from third here. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Squares with 2 outs and gets it down. Throw to first in time, and you got to question that decision as the side is retired. New inning set to get underway, and next to hit is the catcher, Herman. Swing and a miss at a changeup that has him all kinds of goofed up at the plate. This is on the ground over to first. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And a good try to recover that time, but he'll beat it out as he's aboard to kick off the inning. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Connor Wade. A base hit in his first trip.
Can't fault the pitcher for going back-to-back changeups right there. First pitch, he swung through. Timing looked a little off, but he went back. The batter made the adjustment and was able to drive it for a base hit.
Made a miss on the off-speed pitch that time. Connor Wade becomes the first out of the inning. A bouncer up the middle. Reined in. There's one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Now to bat, Brian Saucedo. He flew out in his last AB. The 0-1 on its way. Strike taken to throw. And no throw, in fact, as he'll just hang on. Now into the box, Herman, as the switch hitter will bat right-handed here.
Hey, swinging from the right side against left-handed pitching has been an area of concern for this guy so far this season. And his numbers aren't very pretty in those matchups.
Jose Trevino will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher. First pitch of the AB on its way. Into center field, line drive base hit. So the 2-out base hit and the top of the inning is still alive.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Kept his shoulders square, his hands inside.
Hitting for your Isotopes, number 48, Tom.
And there he goes towards second. Strike called. Now the throw down. And no throw, in fact, as he'll just hang on to it. Next up, Herman flew out last time up. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike one. And I'm not sure, but it looks like he may have been blindfolded for that swing. It's 0-2 now.
Usually you see chases outside the zone on off-speed stuff like sliders, breaking balls, and changeups. But to chase a fastball that far outside the zone tells me this hitter's not seeing it well at all.
8-3 tonight. The Isotopes seal up their 30th win at home on the season. Ty Culbreth earns win number 7 on the season. So that's a wrap for...
Carlos, we often hear about the importance of day-to-day consistency, that players need to focus on maintaining their process and let results come as an offshoot of that.
Yes, that is so important. Stay process-oriented. So as a matter of fact, all you want to do is have a good at-bat every single time you go out there. I used to do that. I used to keep track of the quality of the at-bat, not so much the result. I want the results. like, yes, I would take a bloop single, but all I cared about was that a good AB? After every single at-bat, I would evaluate the
MLB The Show's coverage of the minor leagues continues as we make a stop. Ready now is Scott Burcham, and we are set for baseball here this evening. First pitch coming, here it is. Clearly fooled there on the slider. Fellas are home 9 as they begin play here this evening. They come in the midst of a stretch where they've dropped 6 of their last 9.
Yeah, Matty, this is the big one right here. They've split the first 2 games of this series. You want to steal one right here and be feeling good about yourself.
Yeah, Dero, I think one of the things you want to do, you get to the 3rd game, you'd like to win this series and finish it off by winning game 3. It's always nice to win a series, whether it's at home or on the road. So this is a big one for this ball club.
So he sets him down swinging. Scott Burcham is retired to lead off the ball game. Jonathan Daza comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Rolled slowly down the 3rd baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. Coming down in buckets, cats and dogs, insert metaphor here, and the forecast is not showing any signs of relief.
Total agreement, Matt, and particularly that pitcher's mound. One of the things you have to really be careful, not just for the position players, but that mound gets awfully slippery and awfully wet when it becomes moist like it is right now. So the umpires are going to have to really pay attention to the conditions on the field.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Jonathan Daza is the 2nd out of the opening frame. Standing in now, Brian Saucedo, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. He'll attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Nothing doing here in the opening half inning. So it's on to the bottom of inning number 1, no score. So now here is Michael Tolia. First at bat for him in this one. He was 1 for 4 with a double in the ball game last night. Irvin is there. 1 pitch, 1 out. Now it'll be Aaron Schunk. Took an 0 for 4 in the victory last night. And that's cut on and missed, 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1.
Hey, this guy hasn't reached the big leagues yet, but he's coming. You're going to know his name at some point. He just got a few more developmental things to work on.
No score here as we play inning number 2. Here's a ball swung on and lofted in the air out toward right center. Parsons is there, 2 gone.
So here is Todd Zinnigy, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for.
I mean, this offense has gotten some ugly swings off early. This pitcher is on point right now. He is mixing and matching, and everything's working.
Here's a high pop-up. Hamill will put this one away, and the side is retired. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. So now to the plate, Peyton Engel. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. On the ground to the right side. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. Now at the plate, Carlos Herrera. And now the first pitch.
Man, that's one of those. How could you not swing at that one? A good take there on that pitch.
Hit hard on the ground towards second, and that gets through for a 1-out base hit. The throw into second, and he'll pull into second with 1 away.
He was able to spit on that first slider right there, guys, but he didn't let the second one go. Able to execute and drive the baseball.
Carl Kaufman is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. In the dirt, it's 3-0 now.
It's amazing how guys can lose focus sometimes when the weaker hitters come up, especially the pitchers. You got to stay on the attack and minimize pitches and get these guys out in a hurry.
Swing and a miss as he went after the slider there, and that'll run the count full.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. Ton of rotation on that ball. You could almost see the red dot from up here. Nasty depth.
Oh, he brought it back. And even with 2 away now, that ball just didn't get out there deep enough, so they'll hold him at third base. Now here's the first offering. Scott Burcham is at the plate now, and he's quickly behind 0-1.
Man, this pitcher is on right now, pounding the zone.
Well, the play's been made, and with it comes the end of the inning. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3, and we are tied 0-0. Stepping in next, Sean Herman. First pitch of the AB now. Early swing there as he pulls it foul to the right side. And the curveball's in there, so he's quickly behind 0-2. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there, 2 away. At the plate now is Johnny Parsons. He flew out in his last AB. There's a breaking ball that couldn't quite catch the inside.
Kind of a surprise not to see a fastball on the first pitch there. The guy's probably taking at least 1 pitch to give his pitcher a chance to sit down after he already made the second out.
And now, Jonathan Daza as we begin the top of the 4th.
The old adage, pitching and defense have been stellar so far. They've certainly kept both offenses in check.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Boy, good lateral movement to that screwball, and it's a ball and a strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. All even now, 2-2. Grounded to short. Fielded cleanly. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he's safe at first. So now into the box is Brian Saucedo. Runner at first to start the inning. And Dan, when it comes to pitching in the rain, what changes?
I think the most difficult part, Matt, is the ball gets slippery. It's hard to keep your hands dry, and if you don't have a good feel on that grip, it's hard to control where you're going to throw the ball.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2. And here's a slider, strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Michael Tolia. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Scooped up, Turner for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. That's how you roll it. 5 to 4 to 3. And stepping in, Aaron Schunk. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
Aaron Schunk.
First pitch of the AB on its way.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1 and 2, and it's just about every at-bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
First delivery to him. Popped him up. Hamill backs up and takes care of it. 2 away. And now in the box, Peyton Engel grounded out in his last at-bat. A swing and a ground ball to third. He's got it. Over to first, and that retires the side. 5 innings have been no problem as he's got the shutout working. Home half of the 5th coming up, and we still have no score. Striding in is Carlos Herrera, 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get. Maybe once an AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
Left side. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play. So next to bat will be Carl Kaufman. In there at the knees, strike 1.
His slider's been impressive all night long. If he can continue spinning it like that, he's going to be just fine.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Man, this guy's really pitched well so far, attacking the strike zone, and he's really kept these hitters off balance.
Ground ball right side. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. So the next to bat will be Scott Burcham. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Fielded cleanly. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. 9, 1 and 2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th, and we still have no score. Into the box, Sean Herman. He'll have the opportunity to kick things off as we begin the home 6th. Now the pitch. Lifted down the line in left. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Oh, and it looks like a visit to the video room may be in order after that hack. It's 0-2 now.
Made him look silly with that one.
Swing and a miss there as the breaking ball takes care of him for the first out. 7th inning ready to roll, and next will be a speed threat in the form of outfielder Jonathan Daza. Got him to reach out of the zone for that one, strike 1.
Something that stood out to me in this game is the lineup's lack of a solid plan at the plate. Seems like way too many guys are chasing pitches out of the zone and trying to hit pitchers like that one down and away. There's no success in that.
Got him on the good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the second time tonight.
When you're down here in the minors, it's all about honing your skills and getting someone to notice you. Well, I've been noticing this guy on the mound all game long, so I have to think this outing will go a long ways towards getting him some good recognition.
Brian Saucedo is at the plate as he takes a cold strike one. No hits to this point. Hit softly down the line at first. Reined in. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. So here's the cleanup hitter, Michael Tolia, as he'll dig into the left-handed batter's box. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Leonard gets there for the catch, and that ends the inning. So he keeps rolling right along. Make it 7 shutout innings now. We'll move on now to the bottom half of the 7th. Get up and stretch. Dodgers out in front, 3-0. Next to dig in, Sean Herman. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned a chance to take this at bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game.
Ready with the 0-1. So 2 pitches in a row on the outside corner for strikes. You think he stays out there?
I think he does. One thing you don't want to do, though, Matt, it's not a good idea to throw the same hitter, the same pitch 3 times in a row, back to back to back, but I think he might throw it here.
Throw to first will get him as they pounce on it quickly to snuff out. Ready to begin the 8th, and that'll give way to the third baseman, Aaron Schunk. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called to strike anyway. 0-2 now. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first down.
He's been in total control out there tonight. Gets the leadoff guy with a strikeout there, and it just seems like we've seen so many off-balance swings and weakly hit balls in this one.
Todd Zinnigy stands in for the 3rd time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. Weakly hit towards first. Scooped up, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. Digging in will be Peyton Engel, and they're down to their final 4 outs here, Dan.
Yeah, that's not looking too good for them right now, Matt. They've got a significant hill to climb, but they've got to take it one bat at a time. A couple of guys get on, and then who knows what could happen.
Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2.
Boy, he's been great in this one, and he's only 1 strike away from putting another 0 on the scoreboard.
Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. He's through 8 with the shutout intact. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. The Dodgers lead it 3-0. All set to start the 9th in this one, and stepping up as the shortstop, Carlos Herrera. Popped him up. Davidson over to his left. 1 down. Jose Brusino will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit out towards second. And he's going to beat the offline throw to first as the first baseman couldn't get the foot back in time. Now here's the first offering. Scott Burcham swings and misses there, so he's down 0-1. Strike 2.
Hey, he's been able to pound that zone all night, working that outer half of the plate. That's why he's having so much success.
And the slider gets him swinging, 2 gone. So next to hit is Jonathan Daza. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
That's popped up. In there, a base hit. He'll hold at second, and there are 2 aboard now. In now, Brian Saucedo. And it's belted high and deep into right center. And this is going to wind up as extra bases, as that'll play one for sure and maybe a second. And the second run is across to make this a 3-2 ball game now.
Big RBI knock right here in the top half of the ninth to cut the deficit to 1 run. You could start to feel the tension a little bit. That pitcher might be holding that ball a little bit longer. That's when you miss over the heart of the plate.
Jason Bradford gets the call here as he'll try and look for 1 out to finish this thing off. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Man, that's what you would call an efficient outing. 1 pitch and he gets the save. He doesn't get paid by the pitch, so he just figured he'd end it quickly and hit the showers. Good call.
3-2 the finish in tonight's game. The Oklahoma City Dodgers with their 80th win to pace the division. Herman records his 21st win of the year. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation.